Rear Window was the first Alfred Hitchcock film with Jimmy Stewart that I saw. Yeah, Vertigo is a little bit better, but whatever. I'll review Vertigo some other time. And it's also the first Hitchcock film with Grace Kelly that I saw. And yeah, I still think that it's the best Hitchcock film with Grace Kelly. This film primarily takes place in one room. The camera is all in one room, throughout most of it at least. And this is almost a Shakespearean tale about domestic disputes, about marriage. Hitchcock liked to do a lot of romantic sort of films, with a thriller, at the surface there are thrillers, but below that, romance sorts. And in the case of Rear Window, yeah, the majority of the film does take place in one room, with a couple of scenes of the camera being just outside of that apartment building, whatever. This movie's Shakespearean, I would say. Deals with this expert photographer named L.B. Jeffries, who's played wonderfully by Jimmy Stewart. And he's in love with this high maintenance, rich, beautiful woman named Lisa, who's played by Grace Kelly. He has a broken leg. He's confined into his apartment on a wheelchair, and all he does all day is just spy on his neighbors. Well, nothing else for him to do. Can't work. Can't do a whole lot of photography. So he just spies on his neighbors. He's constantly being budged into proposing to his girlfriend, but he just thinks his ego is a little bit bruised because she is so high maintenance and so rich, and he is a photographer. He doesn't make as much money as to provide her for things. So yeah, he's in a little bit of a denial stage, but the romance between the two of them will end up growing. While he's spying on his neighbors, he sees some different bits of domestic things happening. For instance, there's a newlywed couple. There's this woman who can have anyone that she wants, and there's all this music happening there. Then there's this one couple, and their marriage is on the rocks. So one day, it's pouring rain, and Jeffries sees the husband leave 3 times. They'll leave his apartment 3 times with a suitcase, come back 3 times. And it's pouring rain. Now, he's bored, right? He has all this cabin fever happening, and he thinks that the dude committed murder. But is he just bored? Are there other explanations to what's happening? Yeah, are things really as they seem? Because everything seems a little too obvious at first. So we, the viewer, are just in as much of the dark as Jimmy Stewart. Even after you see the film, and if you watch the film and you go to see it again, you're still going to, and you know more about that than Jimmy Stewart does, then that's also kind of fun because you want Jimmy Stewart to figure the things out too. And watching it, I've seen Rear Window a couple times, and every time it feels like the first time. That's how good this film is. So you have one story about Jimmy Stewart's love life that's kind of on the rocks, but it's growing. Then there's the other story about the other couple that Stewart's spying on, and the marriage is crumbling. So yeah, Shakespeare liked to do parallel stories that are kind of similar to each other in that regard. And Vertigo does a brilliant job of doing that. I'm sorry, Rear Window. Rear Window it's a totally brilliant film, and the way that everything gets revealed, absolutely brilliant. And we feel the claustrophobia, we feel the cabin fever. Okay, maybe not so much cabin fever just because this film's so freakishly exciting. Whatever. This movie is pitch perfect. I love it. I'm going to give Rear Window from 1954 4 stars out of 4. Everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And I'll definitely be posting more things in the next couple of days. Have a good day, folks.